Yo, good morning, everyone. Um, just good morning. How we doing? Gonna be a short stream today. Again, not Luca, but you guys should know that by now. Good morning, Salva. Good morning. Let's see what we can get into. We have some news. Um, some very big news. So again, short stream, probably not gonna be in the markets whatsoever. But again, we'll see. Kind of see what CPI does. We'll probably end a little bit after CPI. I don't see anything really being tradable after CPI, at least for 30 minutes to an hour. And by then, like, I'm just not trading. So CPI is a big deal. Big deal. Tell me though, do you guys trade during news? Do you guys trade before news? What are your rules? What are your rules behind it? Here, let me show you. Look, if you don't have rules around news, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. You guys need rules as far as, how you go about trading news. It's I'd say it's very important. Catch any trades last night, Salva? I know you did. Salva's always in trades. He's always making money. Again, good morning to everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, it was. Hope you guys are patient this morning. While everyone kind of floods in, we'll see how many viewers we get. Just gonna be a slow day. So I know Monday is kind of slow. Probably just gonna be looking at price, seeing what CPI does. But you guys should expect with CPI, it's gonna go crazy. We can make our predictions, see what we think is gonna happen. Yeah, wow, there's a lot of news. Hey Sal, if you can hear me, answer me on Discord. Anyone got their eyes on anything? I don't know. I'm liking how gold's looking for sells, just to take out London lows. But again, I'm just kind of going off what I see. I'm not really taking anything. But as you can see on the 4 hour, we kind of have come into this supply area. Oops. This supply area. So does not mean we're going to respect it, but again, we just kind of created like this new low. But depending on how you look at it, know you may think differently, but we'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Salva. Big dog Salva. But again, during New York, I like getting a lot of data. So I don't know about you guys, but I have a separate like back test section or go. If I see something that I somewhat can agree with as far as like what do I think price is gonna do, I'll mark it up, go back, take a screenshot, get some data, just write little things down, right? Like, you know, targeting London lows, okay? I even put down that, you know, in this case, we didn't sweep London highs yet, but that does not necessarily mean we're going to come up and do it. We could, but again, I'm just kind of coming back to New York, so data's necessary. Data's key. Just coming in here and making sure that I'm kind of aware of how London is moving. But that's why you kind of see all these EMAs, and I call it bullshit. It's not really bullshit. But I've never really been, you know, EMA type of guy. Never really been an indicator type of guy besides like sessions. Even then, like I would just kind of eyeball it. But again, you know, data. I can't pressure that enough on you guys. I wish I could play music. I really, really wish I could. Because it would be like morning on Claire. How you doing? Any trades this morning? Any trades last night? Looking at anything? There's been a lot of news, so right now I'm just kind of, you know, eyeballing the market. I'm getting more data than anything. From Antonio. Good morning, Antonio. Glad you're up. It's early. It's early. So glad you're up and at it. We're kind of just, you know, keeping an eye on some things. Recently I've been kind of going back to Euro USD, what I just got off for. Oh yeah, what's up, Chopper Style? Glad to see you on here. Got off work? You graveyard? I feel you. I feel your pain if you're graveyard. Truly, I used to be graveyard. Oh, I hated it. I love hate relationship. Some cool people, but you know, I was telling everyone else gonna be a short stream today, just because we got a lot of news, guys. A lot of news. Yeah, yeah. So, good morning, Bullison. How you doing? Again, if you guys got any trades you're looking at, just let me know. Let me know. I won't be taking anything, and I don't want to call anything out right now, just because news is just gonna destroy the market, just like Salva said. So, times like this, you gotta be patient. Times like this, you gotta be patient. Please talk about GDP in the news candle. The news candle from last night. Crazy. Was it like 11 p.m.? I was actually watching a trade, and I sent it over to my group. I sent it over to the group for like the educator channel and Lucas Discord, but was just watching this area right here just to see if price was going to. Well, this was before everything, but again, I told everyone I'm not going to take it. Why? Because news. Okay. Again, if you guys were here at the beginning of the stream, there wasn't that many people, so you know, everyone kind of flooded in. I talked about you guys need rules. Like you guys need to have some type of management around news. I was kind of showing my trading plan for like my swing trading, at least, or my intraday. Just no trading 30 minutes before news, no trading 15 minutes after news. Just the safest route, okay, just to make sure that things are safe. Because look, if I would enter that trade or set limits, I would have taken an unnecessary loss. Like, yeah, price is now still, at least continuing with my overall bias, but I'm fine watching a trade play out, especially if I know that I followed my rules. So, but again, GDP last night was kind of crazy, very very crazy. Um, I trade. I'm getting back into Nasdaq and gold, Sean. So my biggest like priorities right now is just kind of getting here, getting up, getting on, on the charts, getting data. I really can't stress that enough. Like, I have a section for back testing where I will just like, kind of like watch trades, see if I like kind of can put anything together, and then just back test. Like, like I'll take a screenshot of this later and be like, hey, look, um, we're clearly, trending downwards. Um, you know, even if I lose, even if I win, again, I'm not taking these trades. Just give me, some data that I need, right? Because I find myself not really finding supply and demand during New York in the morning. I don't. So just trying to get some data. Gold, oh no, I was just talking about gold. Gold kind of came into this 4 hour, supply right here. I'm gonna see if we have a reaction to it. Just because on the daily it looks like we still could push bullish. So again, it's just kind of like depending on the reaction that we get off of that zone. But we did start kind of breaking structure, showing that price may want to come down, but it's a waiting game. So I just look to you, gold. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, Silva? How you doing? How are you doing? Bullison, yeah, I can help you. What do you mean, like your journal? Um, is it the one that I sent to the mentorship? I believe you're in the mentorship. I believe you are. What do you need help with? Let me do a live call. You're gonna call NAS US30 signal, Sean. You can send the signal in. Emmett was sending signals um last night, so you can always send signals in there. Yeah, I'll DM you later. I'm okay driving it. Yeah, Bullison, send over a DM, and I'll make sure that I help you out with that, because it's pretty straightforward. But again, you may just need some explanation. Just let me know. Let me know. What's up, John? Gonna go crazy during CPI news or what? How is how are you doing this morning? I assume you guys aren't trading. I know Doyle don't trade Wednesdays, so, but this CPI news is gonna fuck everything up in 15 minutes. I just know it. What's up, Nolani? Oh yeah, let's check US30. Just be careful trading right now, Nolani. You got some major news coming out that it's just gonna wipe everyone's account out. So order filled. So just be cautious. How long am I gonna be live? Just like 6. Honestly, maybe a little bit. Like 5:45, 5:50. Um, just because news is really gonna fuck shit up. So I'm not gonna I don't know. I just think that I would have to end up staying on here until like 7 to really find like any type of setup, and I don't think I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Yeah, no, Lonnie, wait till after work. Like 30 minutes to an hour after news, I suggest, unless you really see anything you like. But US30, just kind of go over it real quick. Um, we are kind of coming up into this supply. Overall, kind of looking bearish. So if we get a nice reaction off of that, and you can get some type of lower time frame entry, to target like some of these old, session lows, I'd say go for that. Again, like US 30, NASDAQ, and gold, I just haven't really been seeing like much supply and demand, and that's like my main trading style, supply and demand. So I don't really want to give like too much of a bias on that because again, I'm more collecting data than anything right now. So, but just reading price action, I'd wait for some type of reaction off that, supply. The indicator I use for here is, what is it called? It's the Lux Algo Sessions. So, and then I just kind of edit it to be that color. Super simple. I may trade after news. I may be on. I'm not going to be streaming after news. I'm going to be streaming for like 30 minutes after news, kind of chit chatting, see what happens, kind of talk about what happens, and then I'll probably go from there. Typically, like there usually is some type of news Wednesdays. There are some Wednesdays where like I'll just find it there being no news, which is nice. But a lot of people like kind of step out of the markets Wednesdays. Like I don't know if you guys know Doyle. He just doesn't like trading Wednesdays. Wednesday's a big, like to him is just like a decipher type of day. Markets aren't really moving as well. And again, like some people take Wednesdays just a break. I used to not trade Wednesday. And it was a nice little mental break in between Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, Friday. So hell yeah, John. Yeah, let me know if you catch a setup. Let me know. Let me know. I've been doing some back testing more than anything. I don't know how I feel about the EMA thing, John. Like I've been kind of back testing it, still trying to figure out if like that's what I want to do for New York. But I mean, I see Doyle make so much money with that. I'm like, why not? But again, it's then I also still see him taking supply and demand. So I don't know. We'll see. But again, I didn't take this, just kind of back testing, forward testing technically. Yes, I was right. Trying to guess all that is pretty hard. Yeah, I agree with you, Sean. We're not going to see a lot after CPI for a while. Even then, like when CPI would come out in the past, when I would trade New York, I would honestly just really not trade that day. I'd kind of be on beforehand. I'd trade from 4:30 to 5. And if I wasn't in any trades before then out of a trade, I would call it just a no trade day. Again, sometimes you got to be fine with a no trade day. Don't rush anything. We just really don't rush anything. Of course, Nolani. Of course. Let's go over something Salva just sent me. I am not usually a big trendline guy, but in some cases, I can say that, it's a nice setups and come from it. So it looks like we're waiting for like a breakout. I'm thinking that GJ is gonna fly. Honestly. Why? Let's see. Do a little top down breakdown. Top down breakdown. We've already come into like a premium pricing, which is, kind of like tempting to not necessarily look for buys, but that doesn't mean we're gonna sell off yet. It's like coming and looking at the daily. We actually, I mean, on the daily, we haven't really hit, any type of premium pricing. We still have this like fair value gap imbalance to kind of fill in depending on how you look at it. So but again, just kind of see, we'll be a waiting game for GJ. We might see CPI affect GJ as well. I don't know if you guys, I mean, obviously it's USD CPI, but sometimes that there's a pretty major effect that'll be seen on other pairs such as GJ. I've noticed. Yes, Doyle chain, Sean. What time frame S&D? For New York, 5 minute. For like my intraday, like during London or basically throughout the day, I'm more of like a 4 hour, 15 minute type of guy. That's what I like. I love the 15 minute. Um, but kind of, you know, beginning of the year, it's kind of been slow. I'm break even. Now one win, two losses. Um, but again, that's expected. Beginning of the year, I'm fine taking losses because I know that I need as much data as possible. I don't know if something's changed. That's like a big thing for a lot of people. You never know what's going to change. Markets always change, so you need to be able to adapt. And I'd rather have the data and the necessary information to adapt early on into the year than to kind of like be oblivious to it and have it impact me for a majority of the year or more than what it really needed to be. Hell yeah, John. 4-0 for the last week trade. Hell yeah. Was the trade this week? Was that supply and demand or EMA? I don't trade 1 minute. I personally, I think it's just too much. It moves too fast. Um, Again, I'm big on just like I'm really big on price action. So like now that I'm kind of coming back to New York, again, I keep saying I'm just trying to get data as much as possible. I was trying to trade or trying to get data for a certain strategy that Doyle Exchange was using, which is like a 13 EMA breakout strategy, which to me I've never like really been fond of because again it's an EMA, but he's making so much money doing that. I mean, you might as well um, try to hop on that train until it stops working. You know, gotta follow the money sometimes. So that's my boy John in here is doing. He's cooking right now, as you can see. Just simple 13 EMA breakout and riding it. Yeah, see, Salva's break even too. It happens, guys. Happens. Um, I've never really tried PM session. I remember there was some times when like I would hop on some of last year's mentorship calls with Luca and we were kind of talking to the students and he was trading PM session. It looked pretty nice. So maybe I need to start looking into that. Maybe I need to. How do you like PM session, Nolani? Do you like it a little bit better? Yeah, John. Like with 13 EMA, like my biggest thing is like I've been trying to pair it with something. So like let's say like for example some type of a session liquidity sweep or a supply or demand, um, and so forth. But it's been okay. Actually, one of my homies, I put him on that strategy and was kind of showing him, like what Doyle's doing, and he's been liking it. Just like real quick breakouts, one-on-ones. Um, so, but again, just trying to get as much data as I can. We'll see if I stick with it. But I should though. Let's check Monday's one. What was Monday's one on NAS or gold? Yeah, a lot of people like it better. I actually have another friend who trades like ICT style strategies during PM session, like 9:50, like right during I think it's like called the lunch trade, or right beforehand. And I mean, he does pretty well. So maybe that's something I'll try, see what happens. But he trades a 1 minute. I don't know, 1 minute can be very good. Some people really like it. So it just depends on your, set of rules behind it and if you know what you're doing. Look at GA fly. See, I expect GA to go up. Why? A little quick breakdown on GA for you guys. Um, Overall, I like using fibs again, just to kind of identify where price is, but we have not come into premium price yet. So I'm expecting um, GA to come into this premium pricing, and then possibly expect the sell off back into these lower levels. But let's see. Uh, I think we're coming back further into discount to come off this demand. Overall, we're going to end up pushing back up, but price is just bouncing off, just coming off different levels of premium and discount. So again, institutions are just hunting for money, but I do think that price is going to come up on GA just a bit. before selling back off, possibly into this supply area. SPX 500 for money. Oh yeah, I had one of his like students like send me something. Another guy that's in his thing. But he is cooking, I can't lie. Doyle is fucking cooking. All right, guys, we got news coming out in 3 minutes, so we'll see what happens here soon. What are we thinking? What are we thinking that price is going to do? I'm thinking sell off on gold. Possible sell off on NAS. Probably wrong. Probably everyone's gonna get taken out right now. You're gonna see a fat wick, and it's just gonna push opposite side. So yeah, about 3 minutes to put your predictions now. Put your predictions. Excuse me. I'm not big on Euro USD anymore. Last year kind of like threw me off of Euro USD. I didn't like how price is moving, but I don't know. Recently, I've been wanting to kind of, get back into it, start looking at it again, trading it. So, all right, 1 minute. Let's see what happens. What pair are we going on, NAS? We got 3 different news events, so I really am expecting just a total market shit. See though. You bought, you're rich. Now it's going crazy. US 30 is going crazy. Again, that's why I said no, Lonnie, just wait for like a reaction. But as you can see, price just clearly blew through that. So we might see a fat wick be created off of that and still look for sales later on. But I'm thinking that price is just kind of going to continue up from here. So same with NAS. Again, like when I see this big of a candle being printed, I just really stay out of the market. A lot of times price will end up coming back down later on in the day, and it'll just kind of wipe this pre-news area. A lot of liquidity sitting behind it. Yeah, gold did go crazy. Gold did go absolutely crazy. So hopefully you guys weren't in any trades. But again, that's why I said short stream today, just kind of chit-chatting, yapping, seeing what the charts do. Let's see how that news came out. I mean, everything but core CPI came out expected. Savages. Yeah, absolute just like crazy movement. So I know for sure I won't be trading the rest of the day. But again, some people may, you guys may find a trade. Um, I think gold would be like one of the only like places that I would go to look for trades. Crazy, what was the news? It was CPI. Yeah, so CPI is like I'd consider that to be the biggest news release, like other than GDP. Um, don't ask me too much about news. Like I can't go in depth about news. But just from like over time of going through all these news events. Oh shit. Going through all these news events, I I just can have realized that CPI and GDP are the biggest. Like I don't know if you guys saw me mark this up earlier, but I marked up these trend lines that Salva had sent me. Shout out to Salva. Again, I'm not a big trend line guy, but um, I will peep it every now and then. But price did go crazy. So if there was no news, he would have taken it on this retest right here, and then shot for the moon. But again, even Salva knows, you gotta have rules. You gotta have something implemented behind news. You can't just go into it saying fuck it. Just the wrong mindset. The wrong mindset. But again, if you guys don't know what to check news with, go to Forex Factory. Okay. All red folders, if you guys don't already know, you should just be aware of. So again, there's GDP tonight for GBP at 11 p.m. and I'd just be very careful with that. So again, usually a pretty big news call. Expect some movement. So if you're in any trades before then, kind of manage your trade, responsibly, correctly, or wait till after the trade. Yeah, Sub was right. Just not worth entering. Um, we'll probably be back or we will be back for London. Catching a trade. And then for the mentorship students, hopefully Luca kind of goes over these news calls today. I'll shoot him a DM if not Thursday. I'll be glad to kind of go over it with you just a little bit more in depth on, like get data behind news too. Go in your journal, right? CPI had a massive impact into the market. And remember that because now going forward, CPI usually does have a massive, massive impact in the market. Okay, just super common knowledge to have that could really help you, stay out of a lot of trades. So you don't want to gamble and be in a trade at the end of the day, because I see that as gambling. Like hoping that news goes your way. Obviously, if like depending on the level you're at, you can take those risks if you're willing to. If you're willing to, if you're at break even, you understand what you're getting into, go for it. But I suggest being very experienced to do that. But again, like I said earlier, I don't know if you guys heard me. Even though it was USD CPI, there usually is some type of effect on GJ. I don't know what it is. CGA as well. There seems to always be an effect outside of those markets as well. I don't want to tell you exactly why because I don't know exactly why. I'm not big on the what would it be? Is it the fundamental? Is that I think it's fundamental. Um, correct me if I'm wrong. I could be so wrong. But just like the news side of things. So, but it does affect it again. Just from a couple years of experience, I've noticed that. So I'll kind of stay out of all markets until after news. But again, everything is just kind of shit on right now. Unless you're trading meme coins, and then you're probably still good. But yeah, I'd say very untradeable. So in the next couple minutes, I'll probably go over like my quick analysis of what do I think is going to happen on a couple pairs throughout the day. Again, I still think GA is gonna fly up, at least until we hit the equilibrium of this leg. But I think we'll come up a little bit further. We got some inefficient price, some imbalance, however you want to call it, a fair value gap. There's different ways of saying it. Oh, thank you, Nolani. Yeah, I thought it was fundamentals, but I just didn't want to, pull something out of my ass and act like it was right. So, but thank you for that. Thank you. But again, GA expecting price to possibly come up into this supply. So I might be looking for buys throughout the day. But again, I'm still cautious of 11 p.m. It's way later, so I could hop in a trade. But GA doesn't really move during Asia. I have seen trades play out, or at least, form and begin during Asia that lead into London. But if I don't see anything within the next hour or two, I just won't trade until after news. So GJ, we were bullish, but I do think that we are going to sell off at some point. Okay, we might come up and reach some type of premium price before we sell off, like this area of supply, fill in this these gaps. But again, we'll see. Okay, just kind of patient with it. But those buys that Salva kind of marked up were very solid, very solid. So I gotta ask, did anyone take any trades? Did anyone put their house on the line? I hope not. I hope not. But if you did, no judging. Any tips on how to wake up earlier? That honestly, it's pretty hard. I think one of the biggest things that helped me was like when I first started, I created a Discord community. Even when I first started and really truly wasn't profitable yet. Obviously, I got profitable after a certain point. But I just started a community. Just start it, man. Just get in there, start a community, post your trades in there, use it as a form of journaling as well, even if you're the only person in there. Because when I started my community, I was the only person in there. I think I had two of my closest friends in there as well, and I would just post my trades. I didn't care if nobody saw it. And I think now my Discord community is at almost 80 people, if I'm not wrong, and obviously still growing. But again, that right there, that little bit was a motivation to me to get up. To get up, post it, even if it was just for me. Get up, post it, stream too. If you want to, just go on YouTube, create an account. Who cares if no one joins? Stream, just to even go back and look at it in the future when you're, in your penthouse. So look at it that way and just, try those little things to just kind of motivate you to get up. But it is hard. It is hard. Consistency is one of the biggest things in trading, I'd say. You miss one day of trading, you miss your setup, that could realistically affect your monthly win rate. Missing that one setup. That's why trading is, I consider it a business. A lot of people consider it a business because it's you have to hold yourself accountable to a different standard to be there every single day, no matter what. Even if you're tired. I didn't get much sleep last night. Again, I'm an intraday trader. I still trade London too. And I was up to 2 a.m., maybe even 3 a.m. Slept for about an hour and a half, got up, gonna stream, gonna trade, maybe go work out. And then, obviously might, have a little nap. I can't lie, but I mean, who else caught 30 buys? Miles, you're crazy. You're crazy. But hey, if you caught that, props to you. Props to you. There's this guy I used to know. His name was US30 Mike. He'd go crazy on US30. And he disappeared one day. Just vanished. Possibly was a scammer. Who knows? Sell your USD. Whoa. We did just come into a supply, but that does not mean sell your USD. So, we technically are in an area like a premium area, so it would be valid for sells. But just because news just came out, it's really up to you. But it's a 4-hour. I'd say price is expected to take out this low where that news candle formed, just because there's a lot of liquidity sitting under it. I like to think that there's a lot of liquidity sitting under it. So, but in a couple minutes, I'm probably gonna end stream. Um, People are starting to kind of get off. Again, that's not the reason I'm getting off. News fucked everything, so that's why I assume everyone's kind of just gonna slowly start heading off. There's no trades. There's nothing to take. There's nothing to do. I don't blame them. I would have done the same thing. I would have gone right back to sleep. But I'll probably end up getting some stuff done. I gotta post a reel and get some other stuff done. I mean, I'm not gonna trade, so it is what it is. But again, thank you guys for joining, for being up this early. Again, it's takes a lot. So I know some of you've already up, so but still props to you. Legacy, yeah. I'll be on here for a couple more minutes, but I don't know if you saw CPI just kind of destroyed the market, so there's not really much to do besides yap. But I don't know how much I can yap. So, but again, had some cool little, cool little spikes on Nas. But again, this is just untradeable to me. There's just really nothing to do from here. At least not for a couple hours. So, and then we have GDP that's gonna fuck up all GBP pairs later on. So yeah. Again, be fine sitting on your hands, guys. Be fine with that. Good show on Netflix. I'm not big on shows. If I watch something and it's rare, it's a movie, but I'll like watch a couple minutes of the movie, pause it, and I'll get busy, and then I'll come back later. But there was a show I watched. Suits. Suits was a good show. Watched that a while back. Bullseye caught massive buys on US 30. Oh yeah. Is Bullseye another streamer? I'm sorry if I don't know. What am I working out today? Today's leg day. Ugh. Not my type of day. Not my type of day. But I mean, I gotta have nice legs when I go to the beach, so no slacking on that. Sometimes my leg days turn into an arm day, but I mean, I don't know. It just happens. Just happens. I think you said you work out, right, Nalani? What do you got today? What's your schedule? Because I know you said you're at work. Do you like get off and just kind of like go right to sleep, or are you? I know you got the mentorship later with Luca, so you're not gonna go right to sleep, but you gotta sleep at some point. I don't know, a graveyard. I was all over the place. You know, leg day is like usually all girls' favorite day. Um, yeah, I'm back. I can see that. Yeah. Gold butter cook. Keep it. What are we looking at? Sales on gold, John? I don't have the 200 EMA up right now. I agree with you, Nolani. You can't have chicken legs. I have pretty nice legs, but I mean, I'd say, cursed with horrible cow genetics. So that's been like my main priority, as far as like working on. But they're getting there. So they're getting there. I will also here soon backdate today. Okay, it's a good schedule. At least you stay up for the calls. That's the biggest thing. I bet it's hard, but it's gonna be worth it. So good. Johnny, waiting for buys or sells. I'm assuming sells like counter trend 200 EMA, or am I wrong? So we had that massive liquidity sweep. Price is just flying, 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 flying. Yeah, I bet. I bet. Graveyard kills. Not literally, but um, it respects. Props to you. Also remember that we record all the calls too, so if you ever like are just totally out of it, you can always like come back and watch it. But I guess live is always better. You can, um, you can ask questions. So that's like the biggest part that we're trying to get from it. Is like we want to push you guys to ask questions. So you guys, even in here on the live stream, like people should be asking questions, about anything. So, one, it doesn't hurt to ask, and two, I feel like that's the best way of learning, being able to like actually ask a question. So, but as time comes up to 6, I am probably gonna end stream now. I see people flooding out, so I assume a lot of people are just kind of saying fuck the charge today. I would too. I don't blame you. I want to go for buys, but I need the 13 to close below. Yeah, I'll probably monitor it for a bit, John. But have you seen my vape? Pickle E vape? Oh no, breathe air, my guy. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But no, I have not seen your vape. But again, thank you guys for kind of joining up this early. Props to all of you. So good luck in the markets. John, you good luck. Um, I know you're still trading. A lot of people are kind of just like probably flooded out. So again, you guys have a great day. Nolani, I might see you in the mentorship later, but depends if I'm busy or not. But Thursday I'll be here. So everyone take care. Later, pickle. Good luck finding your vape. I recommend hair, but good luck. Bye. Thank you. Peace out, everyone. Peace out.